Hello everyone, my name is Stefan Botanist Cool, and today we are edge highlighting my Tyrannid Termagant from Hive Fleet Gorgon. If you guys are enjoying my mini painting and my mini building videos, make sure to like and subscribe, all that good stuff. It's the best way to help out the channel and get me into the algorithm. And if you want to, you could always change your mind later on, but it's 2 simple clicks, and I can't thank you enough for all of your support. Let's get on to the rest of the video. So I use the primary 3 colors I've been using the entire time the most with the edge highlighting, which include Wraithbone, Doombull Brown, and Urok Flesh from Citadel. And I included a few new colors, specifically Blue Horror and Strickland Mud from Citadel, and Matte White and Glistening Blood from Army Painter. When it comes to edge highlighting, I am not very confident in that skill. However, I was doing some research on improving my technique. And the first thing that I needed to improve on was just simply changing my frickin' brush. I was using a tiny brush that barely held any paint because I thought the detail would matter more. Rather, every single online resource said use a size 0 or a size 1 brush. So I really cleaned up my brushes with a little bit of isopropyl alcohol and made sure that they were spun as tightly as I could spin them and all that kind of stuff. And then I used a size 0 brush, and by George, it was fantastic. I did 2 layers of edge highlighting. The first was Wraithbone for everything on the back. It was just pure Wraithbone, and it looked fantastic. You guys probably saw that a few moments ago. And the second was Urok Flesh for anything that I wanted to raise a little bit on the skin, which included the jaw lines, certain ridges on the tails, certain muscles, etc., right? And using the size 0 brush let me have a wet paint that was easy to transfer from the brush itself onto the mini, and then it could dry and I could take a look at it and see if I wanted to change it or yada yada. The second layer I did was Wraithbone mixed with Matte White to be just a little bit brighter, and it worked out very well actually. The bones on the back looked a lot better and a lot more dynamic as I added that second layer on there of edge highlighting, and I made sure to do my best to keep the second edge highlighting layer thinner. That was a little bit more of a gradient. I don't think it was perfect, but I think it did really well. And for the Urok Flesh, I actually mixed it with Blue Horror. That way it didn't just dilute the color itself, but rather it still kept the level of vibrancy from the green of the Urok Flesh. And mixing with Blue Horror made it a very light Urok Flesh color, which made a lot of those jaw lines and big muscle groups and different parts of the tail stand out. In fact, I didn't edge highlight nearly as much with the brighter colors. I kind of went over like small details with the first layer, and I left it at that, and then big like dynamic parts, which include parts of the bones, certain parts of the jaws, etc. I added in that second really bright layer. The last paint I used was a paint that I used on a whim, honestly. It was the Sterling Mud Technical Paint, which is a paint that's supposed to mimic mud. It's in the name. I decided to just kind of put a whole bunch of it down and kind of like pat it down with a flat brush and raise up certain edges to make it look like the Tyrannid was running through mud, and it worked pretty well actually. I think maybe what I could do later on is give it a little bit of a dry brush for like a tanner color or something like that, but in all reality it looked muddy, it looked gunky, it looked clunky, and I made sure to clunk a whole bunch of it up near the feet specifically. That way it looked a lot better. I also did something that I forgot to mention, was I mixed a little bit of Abaddon Black and Urok Flesh to do some highlighting around the darker areas, specifically the feet, the claws, etc. So it was a lot of experimentation, it was a lot of fun, and I really think I did well. I think this is definitely my best piece of edge highlighting to date, and it's something that I could definitely be very, very proud of, and I am extremely proud of. Anyways, guys, I just want to say thank you very much for watching. If you did enjoy it, make sure to like and subscribe. It's the best way to support me. It's free, it's easy, and I can't thank you enough for doing it. If you'd like to support me more intimately, there is a throne down below. Don't feel like you need to send anything my way, but if you would like to, feel free to. And that's really about it for me, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I hope you had a good one. Y'all stay safe, stay Botanist Cool, and I'll see you soon. Bye, everyone.